You want a 5-minute scouting guide? Buckle up. We're going to try and do this in 5 minutes or less. My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Our priority is to find good youth players or good young players. So what we don't want to do is waste too much time. I'm at Nottingham Forest. I don't have a lot of scouts. So what I need to do is I need to prioritize my scouts. I need to set it up in such a way that I can send my scouts out to and cover as many areas as possible. The second thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I am prioritizing regions where it's a bit more affordable for me, where the players don't come in at 40 million or 30 million. So we want to get players cheap. It's the same strategy I use in Turkey. We're just going to use it at Nottingham Forest. I'm going to break the world up into simpler to use blocks, and hopefully you guys can follow. Now we're going to break these into two broad groups of regions, and then we're going to create custom searches. Now the main priority is going to be Eastern Europe, North Africa, Scandinavia, and South America West, because here generally you will find youth players who are not too expensive as well. And furthermore, in the Eastern Europe region, you've got countries like Slovenia, Serbia. Now these are countries that have consistently done well on the international stage. South America West, well, the players here are cheaper than in Brazil. So if you want to get a good youth player, sometimes it's better to go to South America West instead of South America East. The second group of countries, well, these are Central Europe, Western Africa, UK, and Ireland, and South America East. I've put these into one group because Central Europe, UK, and Ireland, and South America East, now youth players from these countries tend to be a bit more expensive. Western Africa is a bit lower on my totem pole because of the youth rating these countries have. But generally, you can depend on these countries to generate good youth regions. The next set of things I do is pretty unique to how I play. I like to create custom searches. Now, the Caribbean have got some very good countries. Then you've got the Central America, which also have good countries, but I don't want all of them because you might have 4 out of 10 that are worth looking at, and then the same might apply to the Caribbean nations. So what I've done is I've combined these countries into custom groups. And we're going to ask our scout to go to Australia, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, India, China, South Korea, Japan, Iran, Syria, and Israel. So he's just going to cover all these Asian nations. What you want to make sure is you have the budget for these kind of little adventurous trips. So custom groups are not that difficult to set up. It's a bit more consuming, and as I haven't made this easy. Once I'm done, my scouting assignments are going to look something like this. So I've got several regions as well: Western Africa, Central Europe, South America East, Central Europe, as well as some custom nations that I've combined together, sending scouts with the highest adaptability there. You also want to set up your filters. I like natural fitness and determination. If you've been following the channel, you will know why I like natural fitness. I mean, like, who doesn't want a player to be able to play 2 games a week? Low natural fitness, and they probably will struggle to even play 90 minutes. And then, of course, if you've got age, we want the scouts only to focus on the 19 and years old and below, so you don't get a cluttered inbox. Furthermore, we want scouted potential to be at least good. Sometimes I go up to very good if there's so much talent over there. And duration is going to be ongoing because I want my scout parked there, and I don't want him going anywhere else. He will just improve his knowledge of the area, and scout reports are just going to keep coming in faster and faster. And then we just click start assignment and we're off. Eventually, you're going to start getting scout reports. Now, shortlist those who have some potential in your eyes, right? Only you will be able to judge. Like, I've got this one player called Chase. He's not too bad. He's got a lot of acceleration. He's a midfielder. He might be somebody I might be interested in looking at. Now, what I will normally do then is I will add appearances. If a player is good enough and I keep him on my shortlist, if I start noticing he's making a couple of appearances for his senior team, that's when I start doing a deeper dive on these players. Because if they are good enough at the age of 17 to start playing for their senior team, this is a player I should look at to sign. How do you add appearances? Very simple. Go to Stats, General here. Appearances are up here. All you got to do is add this to the list, and you will have an effective way of finding youth players. There are plenty of nations who have got interesting league rules like Turkey, where you have to field 3 under 22 players in your first team. So having a filter that effectively tells you that a player is good enough to play for a senior team can be a huge leveler. Why? You will find out if a player is good enough, and he may not even have the wonderkid label yet. That's exactly what happened to Joey. He was good enough, we spotted him through our scouts, we added him to our club for a measly amount of money, and he started performing really well, and then he got the wonderkid label. And it was such an effective way to use the scouting system. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it informative. Please hit the like, the subscribe button. Follow me if you want to catch up with some live streams on Daljit's Moments. There's another channel on the other side. We have playthroughs there now. Nottingham Forest is going to be a new playthrough that I feature on the channel. So till we meet again, you guys stay safe and healthy. Bye-bye.